Hello, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Elma Donantec Techie, and today I have with me Spencer Bonthoux. Did I pronounce that correctly? My French is really bad, by the way. Spencer of DropCommerce. Now, you might ask, what is DropCommerce? So DropCommerce is a platform that actually helps you if you want to start your drop shipping business. And that is because I'm sure you must have heard about drop shipping, and they will and then you attended probably some courses and all that, and it all starts with your concept, and then you have to start sourcing products, qualifying suppliers, and then establishing your logistics. And this part is actually kind of a nightmare because it does not help you focus on your marketing, on the selling part. And there's always two parts of this business. One part is about the supplier, and then the other part is about selling to your customers, and of course how to bring those products from your suppliers to your customers with your brand name. So that these are really, really important. Now, what drop commerce does is that it gives you all these tools already ready to go, so you don't have to look for suppliers, look for the right logistics provider, look for whatever. So you can just focus on finding your customers, marketing to your customers, and getting sales. So if you're new to our channel, please kindly like and subscribe, and join our Facebook group as well, because every almost every week I go live with founders like Spencer, where we talk about their software and how it can help you in your future in your business. And then here I am again with Spencer. Hi, everyone, and hi, Spencer. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Hi. Yeah, thanks for having me. Hi, everybody.
Hi, hi, hi. Okay, so let's see. So Spencer has started Drop Commerce, and when I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, he said they've started in 2018. So, guys, this is a very established company, and I am kind of surprised how Charlie convinced them to go to Rocket Hub. So, can you tell us your story? Like, hey, what is a Drop Commerce story? Why did you even start Drop Commerce? And yeah, and then after that we can go for the demo.
Yeah, absolutely. So I was always quite interested in entrepreneurship. I was looking at different opportunities for ideas in SaaS and other opportunities as well. And like many aspiring entrepreneurs, I had read Tim Ferriss's 4 Hour Work Week. I was quite interested in the business model of dropshipping. And I tried to convince a good friend of mine to get into dropshipping with me. But as we explored some of the options that were out there for product sourcing and drop shipping, we were a little disappointed with how it largely seemed to be lower quality products from overseas that would take a long time to ship, that would have negative customer reviews. One of the examples we saw was like, here's a $3 watch, you sell it for $60, and this is your profit. And we kind of just looked at that as an unsustainable way to run a business because surely that watch is not going to run very well. It might break eventually, and our customers will be pissed off, even when they eventually do get it 3 weeks later from China. So
Right.
we were curious why there wasn't more opportunities for higher quality products and faster shipping in the drop shipping space, and that's when we got to work on the idea that became drop commerce. We started building out the software and um, cold calling suppliers in the United States and Canada. And that was in June of 2018. We went live with our first shopfront integration with Shopify October of 2018. So actually, the 30th of October was our 6 year anniversary of going live. And here we are. Yeah, we've grown our network, and we're now integrated with BigCommerce, Shop Plaza, and Wix, as well as Shopify. And we have WooCommerce coming in the first quarter of next year.
Okay, and you mentioned earlier that that you have qualified suppliers. How many suppliers have already signed up in Drop Commerce?
Yeah, so currently we have over 400 suppliers on DropCommerce. However, we just put a distributor live that manages over 200. So technically, we have over 600 suppliers on our network.
Wow, over 600, and of different categories, and these categories are typically trending in different the trending niches, let's put it that way.
Yeah, that's right. We have everything from handmade candles to solar panels and everything in between.
Solar panels.
Yeah, and it's funny, we put a supplier live that ships solar panels and battery tech from the United States just to
Hmm.
see, like, all right, let's see how it goes. And sure enough, a successful drop shipper picked them up, and they've been killing it with them. So yeah, we try to
Nice.
find products in every niche, because the goal being that if you're coming onto Drop Commerce with a very specific niche in mind, we want to be able to provide for you. So yeah, we have every category that we can find.
Yeah, I was quite interested in solar panels because my husband is in the process of installing it right now, and it
Right.
just arrived 2 days ago. So we have these solar panels, and we have these huge batteries, and I have no idea what he's doing. My job is to buy; his job is to install. Just put it that way. Okay. Hey, I ran out of wires. Okay, which wire do you want, and how many meters do you need? That's it. That's my job. I don't need to know where you are going to use it. Okay, so but anyway, it's my job to shop, and his job is to install. Okay,
Good
now,
arrangement.
yeah. Hey, come on, that's what you call partnership, right? If we have the same talent, then what's the point?
That's
We're just
right.
going to compete. We need to help each other rather than compete.
Diverse
Okay,
skill set.
so
That's right.
so let's go to the topic. Back to the topic now. With drop commerce, what I find really interesting is, or maybe we should ask Spencer to do a demo instead, because upon trying the system, so I connected it to my Shopify, and I found a lot of things that are quite interesting about drop commerce, especially if you don't have a shop yet, like you don't even know how to start, what niche to I mean, what niche you want to sell onto, and you don't have a shop at all. Drop commerce can help you with that. Okay, so shall we start with the demo?
Sure. Yeah. I'll show you guys two demos. We have our base Drop Commerce web app, and then we also have our Shopify integrated app as well. That's optimized for Shopify. So I'll show you guys the standalone web app first, and then afterwards, if that's okay, I'll show you guys the Shopify app. Okay, so yeah, this is the Drop Commerce web app. This is the primary app that you would be using on if your storefront is Shopify, Wix, BigCommerce, eventually WooCommerce as well, and we're also on Shop Plaza. So this is the main dashboard. At the top here, you can click into here to change your category. So if you are looking for a specific niche, you can customize what is the algorithm is primarily going to show you. Up here you can give us feedback, so you can click into a star rating and then type out a feedback for us, and that goes into our Slack channel right away, and we read every single bit of feedback that we get, so we really encourage it, good or bad. Down here we can see featured suppliers that our team has highlighted, and then we can see new suppliers that have gone live recently. And then we see top selling products in the pre-selected categories that I've already chosen. So these are in home and garden, jewelry, watches, parenting and kids. These are some of the top niches that we see on our platform as well as pets. So from here, you can click in to see the different suppliers or import the products into your store. And then also on the sidebar here, you can navigate the app. So if I click into products, this is all of the products on Drop Commerce. I can search specifically for a product, or I can browse by category here on the left side. And then at the top right here, there's all these different filters. So if I wanted to filter by, organic products or made in Canada, anything like that, I can filter here. And we're always adding new filters here as well, based
Okay,
off.
I just interrupt a little bit here because Spencer mentioned you can choose between made in Canada and made in the US. Now, Drop Commerce specializes sourcing in North America only. So you have Canada and United States. So you don't find China suppliers from here. Just to
Yes,
clarify.
that's correct. Yeah. So that was the goal behind starting Drop Commerce was to introduce higher quality, fast shipping products. So we work exclusively with suppliers that fulfill from the United States or Canada. Next year, we will be expanding into Australia and into the EU as well. And again, you'll be able to filter for that to see where they're shipping from and where they're made. But currently, yes, they're all shipped from the United States and Canada, primarily the United States.
Okay.
So yeah, if I'm browsing through products and let's say I want to, I want to sell like a home goods store. So here's a planter that I can see. I can see some basic information here, but if I click into it, then I can see some more information. So I can see the drop commerce price, the price that I would be paying, the variant. So there's a charcoal and a mixed color, the retail price, how much are in inventory at this time, the shipping costs, the description of the product, and the return policy as well. So if I want to order a sample, I can order a sample directly to me, so I can test the shipping and quality. I can message the supplier if I have any more questions, or I can add it to my import list. So I've added to my import, and here we see all the different products I've added. So there's a solar panel as well, as I mentioned before. Um, and so basically, if I wanted to make a change to the product before I import it into my storefront, I can click into it. And here I can modify the title. I can also add to a specific collection in my store. I can change the description. And we have some stuff in the works right now to basically make it easier for you to modify descriptions and inject your branding into them. That's soon to come, but a lot of our products already have solid descriptions. There's not like too much like junk in there, so you can modify it here. You can choose which variants you want. This product has one, and then you can choose which images you want to import as well. So when you're happy with all that, you can click here, and now that's being imported to my store. So if I'm on Shopify or Wix or BigCommerce, this product's now going right into that storefront, ready to sell. And if I click into here, imported to store, I can see all the products I've imported to my store. And so when a customer comes into my storefront and makes a purchase of one of those products, it'll eventually populate here into the orders page. So basically, I've put it onto my store. A customer has purchased it. That order information will come right into this side of the app, and I'll be able to see the customer information. Uh, and from here, I'll be able to mark it as fulfilled. So I'll pay the supplier. The supplier will receive all the order information, and once they've shipped it, it'll be marked as shipped on their end, and you'll receive the tracking information as well. If you're on our pro plan or our executive plan, we have a feature called automated fulfillment, and that basically just automates this process. So you don't even have to come here. As soon as an order comes in, it'll automatically pay the supplier and send the shipping information. So it kind of puts the whole process on autopilot.
Oh, wow. That's
Yeah, and
wow.
that's
That's convenient.
very convenient. Yeah, it's not a big deal if you don't have it because you can come on here and it's kind of like a couple clicks to fulfill, but it adds up. Like if you're making a lot of sales, it's definitely something that you want to have because it saves you a lot of time overall, and it makes it very easy. You don't even have to think about it. It's kind of just putting your business on autopilot. Down here, you can go into the inbox, so you can chat with suppliers. So if you ever have any questions about materials or anything like that, you can message with the supplier. They receive it internally as well on DropCommerce. And then we have a change log as well. So if there is ever any changes of any of the products you've imported, it'll show up here. So if there is changes to the price, inventory levels, anything like that, it'll show up here as a notification. And you also receive an email from our system. And something else to touch on, if you want to switch accounts, you can do so here. So if you also are a supplier or something like that, like if you have your own product line and you want to cross sell with DropCommerce, being that you are an established brand, you are a supplier in DropCommerce, but like let's say you're like a shoe supplier and you want to sell socks alongside your shoes, you can do so with DropCommerce by finding other suppliers that mesh with your product line and cross-selling with each other. So we allow you to switch between your profiles there. And then we have a support center as well with tons of knowledge and help articles. You can also live chat with our team here. They're available 7 days a week, 9 to 5 Pacific time. We're hoping to expand that to 24-hour coverage next year. But you can live chat. And if somebody's not available, you'll get a response quickly from email from one of them eventually within the next day, or from me because founder life. I'll answer them as well. So here in the settings, just a couple more things. You can go into import settings, and this is kind of like a global rule thing. So if you, let's say you want to mark up all products by 5.5%, you can do so here. So now if I was to import a product, the system will automatically mark up the retail price by 5.5%. You can also do it by dollar value if you want to round up the price. So, if you're finding some products are like they cost like $19.50, you can round it up so that they'll cost $20 if you wish to do so. You can separate the shipping price. You can include it in the price. All these rules here are all with this setting here. You can also set up branded invoicing. So if you're on our growth plan or higher, you can customize your logo and brand within the invoice. So the supplier, when they ship your product to your customer, they'll include this packing slip in the order, and that'll include your logo, store name, all that sort of information as a printout. And yeah, that's basically it for the core app. I can do a review of the Shopify app now if you like.
Okay, before we do that, there's a question here from Brave, and he's
Sure.
asking, how can we assess the quality of suppliers?
Yeah. So the suppliers are all reviewed internally as well. So we do our own vetting when we onboard suppliers, but uh, like we interview them, we check their trust pilot and all these different things. But in terms of a further check on them, our users are able to leave a review of suppliers as well. So yeah, here I can see these guys have shipped 180 orders. They have 5-star rating. We give them also a badge. So if they have um, like a high rating, in this case 4.8, we can review as well. So if you see a supplier that has not so good reviews, I mean, typically will kind of investigate. If they don't have good reviews, we'll see what's going on with them. But it kind of gives you a little bit more assurance that other dropshippers have worked with them, they had a good experience or a negative experience. And so that kind of gives you another um, a little bit more reassurance that they'll be a good supplier if they have a good internal review in DropCommerce. And if you ever had any issues too, you can talk to us and we'll help. We'll mediate and resolve the issue.
Right. Plus, you can actually order a sample of the product. If
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
not mistaken,
and
right? That's
yeah,
what I've,
exactly.
because that's very important. Get your sample, see if it passes your own standards, not just drop commerce standards. And then if it
Yeah,
passes your standards, then you can start selling it.
yeah, absolutely.
And
And I would encourage you to do
mhm,
so. Order a sample, see how long it took to get to your door.
right.
What's the quality of the product, and then also if you have a sample order, you can take your own lifestyle photos, which I would recommend as well. Like get your own marketing material together of that product, so that you can have just more of your own images and videos that you can market with. So I would definitely recommend ordering samples before working with a supplier.
Okay, and then this so Brave is also asking if we can discuss with the supplier before using their products.
Yeah, absolutely. So you can message with the supplier whenever you like. So yeah, let's see.
Okay. And regarding samples, samples are good, but I believe these samples are not free. Am I right?
No, no. So you'll be paying the drop commerce price. So you're not paying retail. you're paying the discounted DropCommerce price, which is a minimum of 30% off of the retail pricing. Usually it's more around 40 to 50%. That's your cost for ordering a sample.
Okay. And typically, okay, so for example, I chose a supplier. What kind of markup what typically is the markup that I add? Or what is your magic number? Like, a there's a minimum number that I need before I
Mhm.
start selling it via drop shipping.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think the platform average is around 40%. So if you were to sell at retail, your margins are about 40% on that. But you can also do a little bit of the markup as well. You can kind of play around with the pricing and see what works. But typically, yeah, like if you're selling at retail, your profit margins are about 40%. Which you can play around with marking up a little bit. Like if you want to add like 5% or see what kind of works, what's selling and what's not.
Right, right. Okay. Sounds good. All sounds good because these are the common questions typically that drop shippers have. But the
Mhm.
advantage of these guys is really like you don't have to qualify suppliers. You or okay, you might have to qualify it a little bit, but it's not like you are choosing from millions of suppliers from all over the world. You already have this pool of 600 pre-qualified suppliers for you that you can choose from. So that's really the advantage of it. And it's a huge shortcut. And trust me on this one because I do some product trading, and to qualify suppliers is a tough, it's very tough. Let's put it that way. Like you need to
Yeah.
talk to so many people. Oh my God, it's so tiring.
Yeah, absolutely. That's one of the things about drop shipping that it can be a challenge is just having a reliable supplier that you can trust that's not going to tarnish your own business. Like you don't want to make sure that products are arriving and that um, that customers are going to be happy with the quality. So yeah, that's what we try and take care of here.
Right, and it's really a big headache that commerce is now taking care of, which is really good. Okay, so let's go to the next one with your Shopify, on the Shopify front, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay,
Okay, sharing.
great. So yeah, this is within Shopify. If you guys aren't too familiar with Shopify, I would recommend them. They're awesome. That's where we first launched, and great company to work with, and there's tons of integrations and extensions on Shopify. So we have optimized for Shopify, but we are working on a big update for all of the other platforms as well. But so let's say you're in Shopify. This is actually Shopify is like storefront, like right here. I can access DropCommerce from within Shopify. So I can click into DropCommerce and it loads within the admin panel. Kind of helps with your workflow a little bit. And same thing, feedback up here, so you can leave us a rating. If I was to hit submit, then it asks me for uh, feedback, so I can say I want more pet suppliers, and that instantly that right away populates into our Slack channel. So we see that right away. We might follow up with you if we're sitting down at the computer doing support, and you have concern or anything like that. We'll jump on it and we'll message you. I can see some quick stats on my account, so orders and everything like that. Some quick links to the help center, so frequently asked questions and that sort of thing. And then again, trending products and new suppliers here. And it's same as the other app, I can navigate from the sidebar, and I can add filters here. So for categories, values, and all that sort of thing, like fair trade, kosher, whatever your values are that you're targeting, and I can browse through. So if I see this jug that I want to add, so I can view the details of it. I can see the pricing, estimated profit, 42.86%, the inventory, description and the return policy all here. So I can again order a sample of it. I can contact the supplier. So to that previous question, you can message the supplier right from here, and I can add it to the import list. So let's add it, and then I can view from there. And here's all the products that I've added to my import list. I can see their status here, so I can see that it's imported. I can click in and change all the information here, just like in the other app. I can adjust pricing, title, all of that, and then I can push it to the store. And so if I go back here, you can see it's in progress, and that'll live update as soon as it's actually imported into my Shopify store. There it is. It just takes a few seconds, and you can also bulk action as well. So I can select multiple products. Oops. I can select multiple products and then do a bulk action. So if I have like 5 products I want to import, I can do it all at once by clicking in and then push the store or delete them or anything I want. And then again, in the order section, you'll see all the orders with the same status updates. And another thing I should touch on as well is our pre-built stores. So another service that we offer is pre-built stores. We offer them in every niche that we can. So basically, these are stores that our team has designed and built from the ground up. They've imported a bunch of products already in that niche from our supplier network. The idea being that if you want a jumpstart on dropshipping, we really try and take care of everything all at once. So one of these stores would include um, basically like the design, the branding, products are already ready to go is kind of like a turnkey store option. We have them at 2 tiers. So we have premium stores. These are one-off stores. No two are the same, and they come with a .com domain name as well. And we have the standard stores, still beautifully designed stores. They don't come with a domain, but they all have their own niche. Like vegan, pet shops, all that sort of stuff. You can view a demo. You can buy a package, and this can be integrated into your Shopify account, or it can be a new store altogether. We currently only offer them for Shopify. No other platforms at this time. But if you are interested, it's a great way to just kind of jumpstart your business. And for the Rocket Hub promotion, we are offering 30% discount if you're an LTD buyer. We're offering a 30% discount off of pre-built stores as well. So if you guys are interested and you do buy an LTD, then you can message in and we'll organize that for you to get you a pre-built store.
Okay, so actually, this is one of the most interesting part for me when I saw that, oh, they already have these stores ready made for me. So I also have a branded Shopify store. Okay, so it's not a drop shipping business, but it's really our own brand. But when we started that website, there was really a lot to do. And when I saw these ready-made shops, like, wow, drop commerce is really making it easy if you want to start your drop commerce business. Because for example, designing one of these shops, importing products or the right products, that would already take at least 4 weeks of work before you can start selling. While with drop commerce, it's ready. You can literally build your drop commerce business in within a day. You're done because everything is there. Then you have some minor changes or maybe company name changes. You don't even have to. Do we have to change the logo? So, for example, here I see some logos here.
Yeah, so the premium ones, this is your logo if you want. You can change it,
Okay.
but yeah, you own the logo, and also they come with a .com domain. So pugparade.com
Wow.
it with the store. So yeah, you don't or Maple Marble, Matrix Mason, they're all a .com domain name. So
So it
um,
already includes the domain.
yeah, the domain's included and already connected too. So as soon as it's live, if you go to that .com domain, it'll go to your
Right.
store. It's already connected. So we've purchased the domain and connected it to the stores. So it's just kind of ready to go as soon as
So
you
you
like.
only need to change the contact information. That's it. You're
Yeah,
ready to sell. So
yeah,
wow, that is
exactly.
really good. So if you really want to start a drop shipping business and you have a lot of this, oh, but I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, I don't know how to qualify suppliers, I don't know how to create a website, I don't know these, I don't know whatever. Okay, drop commerce has already solved everything for you. All you have to do is get one of their premium premium stores. You already have logo, you already have the domain. All you have to do is update the contact information. It's already preloaded with products that are qualified by drop commerce as well, and you're good to go. So you can start
Yeah.
marketing straight away. Like, wow, I was excited when I saw this, but I didn't realize that I can use the entire thing, the logo, the branding, everything. So
Yeah.
wow, that is
Y-
good. So
Yeah.
it's not just templates. It's not just templates because
No,
Carl is
no.
saying here, oh, okay, templates. So it's not just templates. It's an actual store that is ready.
Yes, yeah, that's right. It's good to go. There's a lot to learn and to do with drop shipping, and um, this just takes care of a ton of the startup aspects of it. You don't have to worry about the design, the building, the branding, even like the domain name. With that, it's all taken care of, uh, and you're ready to go. At that point, you just focus on selling. What's your marketing plan? Or you get some samples in, do some lifestyle. Like we take care of all the kind of more headache stuff, and then lets you kind of jumpstart into the more fun stuff of selling.
Wow, this is really great. I wish I knew this before. But okay, I started my other brand that was in 2016 and it's still running. So it's still all good, but I wish I knew this. Maybe I've done this instead of that. Okay, that is really interesting. Okay, okay, so but just take note, guys, that the suppliers are based in the US and Canada. So I'm just wondering, Stephen, is it also possible, for example, hey, I want to sell outside US and Canada, but I still want it from US and Canada suppliers because of the quality,
Hmm.
the image of quality.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
is that
So
possible?
it is, yeah. So you can browse by supplier and see which ones ship outside of the United States and Canada. So like international shipping, of course there's going to be higher costs depending on the supplier, but absolutely. And as I mentioned, we are expanding to the EU and Australia next year. We're always looking for other opportunities to expand as well if it meets the demand of our user base. Um, Another thing to mention as well is we're planning on launching wholesale mid 2025. So let's say you have your own fulfillment center, in Portugal, and you want some of the U.S. made products. You'll be able to order wholesale to your fulfillment center and then fulfill from there. That's coming mid next year. Uh, so that brings you more opportunities for higher profit as well as kind of taking control of the fulfillment aspect. If you want to do that, if you already have that set up or that infrastructure in place, then you can.
Okay, so Sujit is saying, I am waiting for WooCommerce, which would be available Q1 to 2025, right?
Yes, correct. We're actively working on it. It was part of our roadmap already. We were planning on launching it by the end of 2025, but a lot of people have messaged us asking for WooCommerce when we went
Right.
live with Rocket Hub. So we escalated it, and it will be live in the first quarter.
How can you not have WooCommerce?
It's funny. I don't know. Like we launched with Shopify and we expanded to other platforms, and we kind of
You are Canadian, I know. That's
yeah.
why
It's
Shopify.
funny. Like there's a lot of international people paying attention to our Rocket Hub launch, and overwhelmingly demanding WooCommerce. So
Right.
it is what we're working on. It will be live.
Outside Canada, people still don't use Shopify. Okay, just kidding. But yeah,
For
it's
now.
because Canada Shopify is a Canadian company, and I know that it's
Yeah.
very, very widely used in North America and Canada. But outside these two places, people still use WooCommerce. So
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's coming, and
good.
that's part of the reason why we are launching on Rocket Hub is I wanted to have another cohort of highly engaged users giving us feedback and helping us with the direction. And that's already been the case. We've gotten a ton of awesome feedback. We've already released a couple of features that were requested in the last couple of weeks, and we escalated WooCommerce's launch on our roadmap greatly. So yeah, no, it's great. It's coming, and yeah, no, we're looking forward to it.
Okay, so there is a question earlier about how, okay, dropshipping, let's start with the dropshipping business is a very competitive field. Do you have any channel that support customers using drop commerce when it comes to order issues?
Yeah, absolutely. So, if there ever is any order issues, you can communicate directly with the supplier, but there's also our support team is always there. Like I mentioned, we're available 7 days a week. I'm available almost 24 hours unless I'm sleeping. So
I
yeah,
didn't
we're
let you sleep today, right?
yeah, you did. I appreciate that.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
But if there ever is any issues, you can communicate with our team and we'll mediate the problem. Uh, Luckily, we don't see too many issues. I think that kind of speaks to why we decided to launch our commerce the way we did, because we do have higher quality suppliers and more reliable suppliers. So, but if there ever is any order issues, it's resolved. Like the supplier will, do the refund if it's within their refund policy. If it wasn't shipped on time, then we talk to the supplier about it and get it shipped. Whatever the issue is, well, we can work through it, and our support team is there to back you up.
Okay. Okay, so that's about the order fulfillment. Now when it comes to, okay, so a lot of people are actually sourcing from China, right? And now Drop Commerce is only doing it for North America, Canada, and US based suppliers, and in the future, maybe Europe and Australia. Now, okay, these places they typically have higher cost involved, but better quality products. So how does it work for most of your drop shippers? And I recall you have a use case of someone selling 2 million in a year, or more than 2 million in a year, using drop commerce. Maybe you can tell us about that story.
Yeah, for sure. So that was Erin Rafferty. She's actually Canadian as well, and well established in the dropshipping space. We invited her to use DropCommerce, and she absolutely killed it. I think she focused on the pet niche, but yeah, I mean, basically, and she spoke to it. We have a case study on our blog involving her story, but she mentioned, like, yeah, it is higher cost using DropCommerce, but that's okay because you're not seeing returns and refunds, and you're still seeing the profit margins. The average being 40% up to 50%, minimum of 30%. So, there's a different aspect around kind of like the more high ticket drop shipping, where it's not as easy as selling products that cost dollars from China. But the thing is you're not going to be burned with negative reviews, getting a negative trust pilot review, anything like that, because our suppliers are well established, and they're shipping quickly and they stand behind their quality, and we do as well. So it's that trade off. If you want to drop ship from China, there's hundreds of other solutions for that. We're just trying to offer an alternative.
That's not okay. It's a different. Let's put it this way: it's a different platform. It's not an alternative because I mean, it's fine to buy from China. I don't have anything against that. I am in Hong Kong. I also buy from China a lot. But what the thing here is that there are times that okay, say in my private brand, I don't buy that actually from China. I buy it from Europe and from all over the world, and and that's the thing. The shift is different, and what do I say? And the price point is also different, and the margins are also different. So basically, what I see here is that if you do a drop shipping from China and try to be the cheapest possible store out there, you get the volumes, but you have less margins. while you focus more on your marketing, you focus more on marketing your uh, company as a premium brand that supplies quality products, you would have higher margins and better. What is the right term for this one? Customers come back to you because your product quality is really good. So, yeah, so that's what I want to say about it.
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. And yeah, no, nothing wrong with sourcing from China. I mean, that's what built this industry is people being able to source from suppliers overseas, and we just want to offer a different option for that. That can give faster shipping and that sort of stuff, especially if you're targeting a United States customer base.
All right. That sounds good. So people are still asking about WooCommerce. WooCommerce coming in quarter 1 2025. And Victor asked about a database of suppliers from which you can select, reach out, negotiate, and conclude before listing their products. Yes, there are around 600 qualified suppliers or pre-qualified by Dropcommerce already. So you are able to select from these quality suppliers. You don't have to sort through thousands or even millions of suppliers before you start your drop shipping business. And the best part is if you don't have anything to start with, like, hey, you are clueless and you want to start drop shipping, they have shops that are ready for you. Premium shops, it already has a .com domain, it has a logo, it has the branding, everything, and all you have to do is buy that shop and start selling. Well, okay, wait. Change your contact details and start selling. So very important. Change the contact details. You don't want them to go to the sales to go to Dropcommerce itself, right? You want to have a profit
Well,
there. So
I mean, actually, at that point, it's being merged into your Shopify account, so it should actually
uh,
already be your contact.
okay.
Yeah.
But if they don't have a shop, okay. So now the integrations are with BigCommerce, Shop Plaza, Wix, and Shopify. And quarter 1 would be 2025 would be WooCommerce.
Yes.
And are there any other plans for integrations?
Yeah, potentially Squarespace. A lot of people have been asking about Launchcart as well. So we're always very open and interested in expanding to different integrations and marketplaces. And based off of feedback, that's kind of the direction we go in. So WooCommerce next, potentially Squarespace, and then yeah, we're open to whatever else is there is demand for.
Okay, cool. So that's really good. Let me see. Did I miss any questions? So no, so far. Let me just check. All right. Okay. So far, no questions. So we've already talked about the use case or the case study with Erin, and anything else we need to talk about? Let me just check if I forgot something. Okay. Now I remember something. Now, if I want to be a supplier and I am a US based, Australia or Canada based, and maybe Europe or Australia based supplier, how can I sign up for Drop Commerce?
Yeah, so you can go to our website, dropcommerce.com, and navigate to the suppliers section, and from there you can apply. So when you apply to be a supplier, you fill in some basic information. Our team will reach out to you, and we'll just learn more about your business. And if we accept your application, then you can onboard on. If you are based on Shopify, then it's quite easy. We're fully integrated, so you connect your Shopify account, and then we sync with your inventory. We import all your products into DropCommerce, and everything's all synchronized: pricing, inventory, all of that. If you're not on Shopify, that's totally fine. We do have a manual integration for suppliers, so we can bring your products on via like a CSV or something like that, or manually importing them, and and then yeah, orders will come into your DropCommerce account. You get paid via Stripe or PayPal, depending which one you want. And if you are based on Shopify, then those orders go straight into your Shopify account, just like any other order. And it's free for suppliers to sign up. There's no cost.
Okay, sounds good. And okay, so this one are the 600 plus suppliers accessible across all tiers in Rocket Hub?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. How are products selected? We just talked about this in our rule. So just rewind for about 5 minutes before this. We just talked about it literally. Okay, then. So far, no more questions, and I will drop in the giveaway form. I'm so excited talking about this that I forgot to drop the giveaway form. Okay, let me just copy that. There you go. So the giveaway form is now, I just posted it on both Facebook and YouTube. So please have a look and fill it up if you want to win one of our tier one or one of DropCommerce tier one accounts that is currently available in Rocket Hub. Now let's talk about the Rocket Hub deal.
Yeah.
Okay, let me share my screen for that. Okay, so this is the uh, deal on Rocket Hub, and you get 10% extra discount and this will end at 12 hours. So you have all these. So we talk about all the features. We have the Wix, Shopify, Shop Plaza, and BigCommerce integration. You basically we they are shipping in US and Canada, but in the future they will also probably ship out to Australia and maybe Europe. Okay, let's go to the next part here. Oh, you can also watch the previous live stream with Stephen and Karan. Just go to the Rocket Hub website, and these are the tiers. So, all the features are you have the GDPR compliance. GDPR. How about for the US? They have a different one, like CCPA or something like that.
So we are GDPR compliant. I mean, we're fully compliant with all the privacy laws.
Okay, so features included in all plans. You can order samples. By the way, samples are not free. This you can have it at cost, and this is a good way for you to start creating lifestyle pictures of your products because they will be your products at the end of the day. So it also includes order processing and fast US and Canada shipping, no transaction fees, and you can export products data to third party sites. So these there are four different tiers. Let me just check if any questions so far. Okay. So here we have tier one basic. You can import 100 products, one store, but no auto fulfillment. Tier two, you have 500 products, one store, no auto fulfillment. Fulfillment starts on tier three, and you can import 1,500 products. You have two stores, auto fulfillment, and tier four, you have unlimited products, five stores, and also you have auto fulfillment. Okay, so let me stop sharing my screen and okay. So Suji, there's a question. Can we connect email marketing tools directly to the dashboard of DropCommerce to send personalized promotions to our customers?
No, you can't connect it directly to DropCommerce. However, you would be able to do that with the storefront that you're running with. So if you're on Shopify or Udemy WooCommerce, if you have like a marketing tool that you can connect to that storefront, then it's kind of the same thing because the DropCommerce products will be in that storefront, and then if you have a marketing tool from there, you can use it that way. So not directly with DropCommerce, but with the storefront, you would be able to.
Okay, so just to be clear here, DropCommerce is not a storefront. Okay, it's more like a, how do you call that? A
Uh,
back end supplier front.
yeah,
I
yeah, we
know.
call it a product sourcing platform.
Okay, it's a product sourcing platform that you can integrate with Shopify, with Wix, with soon Squarespace, Shop now BigCommerce and Shop Plaza. You can integrate with also. Those are your storefronts, and all your integrations, say email marketing or pop-ups or whatever you have on your storefront, it has to be integrated with your storefront. So it's not to be integrated with DropCommerce, because DropCommerce is like a plug-in in your store, and the main function of DropCommerce is product sourcing and fulfillment. Okay. Okay. Problems with the form. Let me have a look. Sorry about that. I don't know why is it not working. Let me just try and copy and paste. Oh, it was okay for me. Okay, so let me drop it again in case maybe I used the wrong link earlier. Okay, so I just dropped in the new form, and if any problems, just let me know. I probably gave the wrong link. Okay, so now I know what I did. I gave them the link of the YouTube video, not the form. Oh, I
Uh,
am sleepy.
yeah,
Okay.
the new link seems to be working for me.
Okay, good, good, good. Well, that's it. So guys, again, sorry about that. Please fill up the form. And we talk about other stuff about DropCommerce. So while we are waiting for you to fill up the form. So, okay. So now my next question is: say I purchased one of your stores and I already have this logo and all that, and I can sell products with my brand from your supply. So, for example, I buy a product for pets. Can it have my logo? So the actual product itself, can it be customized to have my logo, my branding, and all that?
Yeah, not at this time. However, that is in the roadmap. Hopefully, we'll be launching that by the end of 2025. Right now, there's the packing slip with your logo and store name and all that. That'll be included in the package. Um, in terms of customizing the product itself, we plan on having that ready by the end of next year, hopefully earlier. We do have multiple suppliers that offer customization, so like print on demand, as well as like engraving. We have an awesome wooden supplier that engraves logos and text into their products. So um, right now with suppliers like that, you can have your customers like leave a note on your Shopify account or whatever your storefront is saying what they want engraved, and that will be sent over to the supplier. But in terms of having your logo engraved or printed, um, we have suppliers that are able to do it. We just have to build out the tech for you to be able to kind of like design and resize your logo and all that sort of stuff. So that is coming by the end of next year.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. But yeah, because this is one thing that I'm struggling about when it comes to drop shipping, because right now I have my own brand and I really buy products from Europe, and let it come here, and then we label them and all that stuff and repackage it. So if I could do something where I don't have to do that anymore, that I have a supplier where that supplier can do it for me, that would be great, because it's a lot of work labeling,
Yeah,
rebranding, and yeah.
yeah,
So
and it is on our roadmap where Yeah, excited about the POD feature. Yeah, we are too. So we have the suppliers lined up. We have an awesome manufacturer in the United States that's doing all the stitching, sewing, and printing in house, and they'll be one of our featured suppliers when we have the POD launched.
Nice.
So yeah, so we just need to build out the tech. We already have some of the preliminary steps developed already. So we just need to refine it. That will be coming like near the end of 2025. I don't want to overpromise, so end of 2025, but hopefully earlier than that.
Right. Oh, so you can be an alternative now to Printful as well, because I put on my video description that um, it's not Printful, but hey, it can be an alternative to Printful soon.
Yeah, yeah, that's the goal. We want to offer like a fast shipping, high quality version of the print on demand side stuff too, and
Mhm.
offer that from within DropCommerce. So, and
Oh,
also, but not only just print too, like I said, like engraving and that sort of thing too. So, like we have a supplier that does like wooden bowls and like kind of like home goods like that, and they do laser engraving. So having your logo laser engraved onto those products would be awesome. So yeah, it's in the works.
yeah, I like that. I like the laser engraving. I remember like one time I had to do that, and it was quite difficult to find someone that does that because they all want to do this, this silk screen printing that you can just remove the print using alcohol or something. So, and
Mm,
I don't want that. I want it laser engraved because I want my brand to be on that product. And
yeah,
yeah, so no one can own it, but it's just me. Okay, so since TikTok shop is region based at the moment, my TikTok account can be put to a great use as traffic engine for store built with Dropcommerce.
yeah,
Definitely.
absolutely.
Yes. So you can connect your TikTok account, your YouTube, your Instagram, and connect it to your storefront, not to drop commerce, by the way. So
Yeah,
always remember you have your storefront first, your storefront, and then you have the drop commerce, which is the one that is handling all sourcing and fulfillment for you. So you can take it easy. Okay. So I think everybody has signed up, I hope. Let me just check our results. Yeah, I don't think everybody has done yet. I can only see 10. Okay, I'm sure because I think we have more. So let's just wait 2 more minutes. So, is there anything else that I haven't talked about when it comes to drop commerce?
I think we've covered a lot.
I promise you I'll cover a lot, right?
Yeah, no, I think that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean we're always adding suppliers weekly. Right now, we slow down on adding new suppliers because it's the holiday season. So a lot
Mhm.
of suppliers are quite busy, so that they're less responsive to our outreach. So we slow down on adding new suppliers through the holidays, but then we revamp it in January of the next year. So typically we're adding new suppliers weekly. We still are trickling in suppliers pretty much weekly at this point. Um, and yeah, and like I mentioned, we have about a dozen suppliers lined up in Australia right now. So we plan to launch that early next year, and then Europe as well.
Mhm.
Uh,
Oh, I
yeah,
have a question on that one. When you qualify suppliers, do you have a requirement on how fast they can ship?
we don't have a requirement. We talk to them about it, and they put it on their profile. So you see on the products and on their supplier profile how fast they process and ship orders. It's all transparent, so you can see that before you make the decision. But we don't have a standard requirement on how fast they have to ship. It hasn't been an issue because a lot of the suppliers ship quite quickly. Like I think the
Right.
average is like 3 days. But we didn't want to have a hard lined requirement because we have a lot of unique suppliers that like do like make to order and that sort of thing.
Okay, got it, got it.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
obviously they take a longer time for the processing side, and then
right.
shipping is. But so we didn't want to have a hard line on that, and it'll be more crucial too when it comes to print on demand and that sort of thing. Um, we'll be transparent what the processing and shipping time is, but there's no criteria for it.
All right. Yes, and I remember I want to sign up as supplier, although I am based in Hong Kong. But let me think how I can do that because we already ship to US and Canada. It's just, but I'm based in Hong Kong, and the product is Australian. Okay,
Okay, where
we are
where,
all over the place. So
where does it ship from?
it ships from Hong Kong. So what we do
Okay,
is we import from. Actually, we import from Australia, and then we ship some to Qatar. So we ship a lot to Qatar. We ship to Bermuda. We ship to a lot of places. But when it comes to consumer products, we also ship quite a bit in US and Canada. And I'm just trying to find out, hey, what is the best way to do that? Because I don't want to spend too much time marketing on US and Canada. It's not my territory. I prefer to be, I'm here. And this is what I do. So I'm looking for a way to put my products out there.
yeah, great. Well, and we've talked about working with fulfillment centers and partnering with
Mhm.
them as well to help with their suppliers and merchants. So, um, yeah, lots to come. I think I'm very excited for the wholesale side as well. Um, there's been a lot of feedback from merchants and suppliers to have that as an offering. We have some of our merchants, like the drop shippers that use DropCommerce. Some of them are very well established businesses that are just looking for another sourcing opportunity. And so, they already have a fulfillment center or they have a shop that they operate out of, and they want to be able to bulk order products, to kind of like upsell with their orders. So that'll be coming as well, which we're quite excited about.
Okay, cool. So finally, I have exported the people who joined our live stream. Thanks, everyone. And thanks, by the way, everyone, for the birthday greetings. Yeah, I know I grew older today.
Oh,
So,
happy birthday.
thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah.
Very special that I got to be here for your birthday.
Yeah. Oh, I still my birthday in Canada. My birthday here is
Oh,
over.
there
So
you go.
it's still my birthday in Canada. Yay. Okay. So let's see here. I'm a very lucky person. I get the chance to do that. Okay, let me now share my screen. Okay, now let's start the call. We To call the names. We have Akbar Ali and Kit Prajapati, Anuwarul, Brave, Carl, Craig, Darren, David, Guillaume, Istiak, Sumon, Mizanur, Ngok, Richard, Sansa, Sarah, two Sarahs, okay, and Victor. Did I miss anyone? I missed Brave. Oh, okay, Brave is here. Hey, thanks, Brave, and thanks, Carl. So I did not miss anyone, which is great. So let's start. And if I miss someone, just let me know, and I'll add you here.
Oh,
So
I think Kabir.
okay. So see, I know I would have missed someone. Kabir and James. Okay. Um, Kabir, James, please fill up the form in case you win today because I don't know how to reach you guys. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, our first winner is Miss Anur.
Yay! Congrats.
Congratulations, Miss Anur. Okay, so there is a question here from the birthday party is here. No, it was yesterday at home. As if let me add you. Okay, just let me. this one. Okay. As if he's asking the supplier, are the suppliers manufacturers and are the suppliers based only in US and Canada? So,
Yeah, so you can filter by, so all of them ship from the United States and Canada, and you can also filter by made in Canada and America. So not all of the products are created or built in the United States or Canada. However, many of them are, and you can filter for that to make sure that if that is something that you want to guarantee, you can filter by made in America, made in Canada, and all of
oh,
them ship from within Canada or America
for now.
for now.
And in the future, we will have suppliers from Europe and Australia as well.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so let's do the next one. Okay, so our next winner is Brave. Congratulations, Brave. Can you actually hear the clap from my computer? I'm not sure if it can be heard.
I didn't hear any clap. I filled it in.
Thank you for clapping. I need to know, I need to understand how I could share also the sound from my computer. Okay, and let's start the next winner. And the last winner is Richard Griffin.
Congrats, Richard.
Congrats, Richard. Okay, so I need to check first. Brave, are you still here? And if Richard is still here to claim their prizes. So I will announce this later on in our group. Thanks so much, Stephen. And thanks everyone for the birthday greetings. Thanks, Stephen, for the birthday greetings. And the party is. Okay, we have a party in our group. I don't know what to do. Okay. So we have Brave and Richard confirming they are here. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Stephen. I know it's so early in Canada with the DST right now.
I'm
And
sorry, it's Spencer.
oh, what did I say?
Steven. That's okay.
Spencer. Okay, sorry about that. Okay,
No,
thanks
all
so much,
good.
Spencer.
You're
It's late
welcome.
here, and but still my birthday there, and I
Yes.
did not even drink. Okay, so good night, everyone. Thanks,
Thank you,
Spencer.
everybody.
Thanks,
Thanks,
everybody,
Amla.
and see you again next week. Bye.
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you.